You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and we are on the sushi set by Kracie-Popin-Cookin, and it looks like it's going to be a fun set. Now, we're not new here to this set. Everybody's done this. A lot of channels have done this already, but it's new for us, so I'm just going to have fun with it. You can see 4 different kinds on the front, and if you could read this, I'm just kind of leaving it. Pause and enlarge the video. I'm going to flip it over now so you can see this side. This is the instruction side, so I'm just going to visually follow this and go from there and see what we can create. Let me just open the box here and see what's inside. The nice pack. Now the pack, this looks like, just by looking at it now from previous packs, there's a scissor cut line there to follow. And here's a measuring guide. See this here? And then how to chop it up, it looks like, to make this particular version. So let me get in here and give us a little more room here and lay it all out and see what we have. I'll carefully, oh good, I'm all right. Carefully open this because I want to save this and cut this. And then here's the packs. There's a lot of them in this set. I'll just lay them all out here. Which is which, I don't know yet. But I'll have to look at the pictures and see. I don't even know which way these go. Is there a right way or wrong way? I don't know. I'll put them all this way. And then if it's wrong, I'm sorry. Okay, there you go. I think that's all one direction. Then here is the tray, the little water filler. Here, let me do this. And then it includes the mixer and cutter, the tray, and then the bag. So I have to cut the bag, get that set up, get my water in here, and then I guess we'll just go from there. All right, so let me get a few more things here and go on to the next step. All right, well, I'm all set now. I have my tray set aside. I found this inside the bag, so it must have come out and it was stuck inside. So that looks like the wrap. We're going to need that. And the way it's laid out now is I have step 1, which is the rice. And then it looks like this is the yellow and the pink, and they go in these 2 sections here. And if you could see, these patterns here would emulate like fish skin or a different kind of texture. And then as you can see here, section A, section B. So this is B, the bag is labeled B, and this is A, the bag is labeled A, and this last one is the soy sauce, and that looks like it goes in this section here. And then ready to cut this, so I'll have to do that. So I did notice when I first laid out the bags, I did have a few wrong. Now I have it so that Poppin' Cookin' is always showing up. So that's the way I laid the bags out. And then basically I need to cut this and lay it out because this is kind of like my working tray here. So I'm going to slice it right along the scissor line. And then I will cut it here. I don't see a second cut mark. So I'm going to cut it along my tray area on both sides. And that's going to make a nice little tray. There you go. So that's kind of like an area to work on. Let me clean it up a little bit, make it look a little neater. All right. There you go. Yeah, you know what? Go for it. Just trim it real nice all the way around. Just presents better, doesn't it? Okay. I like that better. So now you can see there's some more kind of like information here. It looks like the 4 different places to put your end product here. This is the measuring for this, so I need to roll that out at some point. And then this is how you make this last roll. I think we saw that earlier. So the first thing is step 1 is to get some water. Now I have the water here. Now, I'm not sure how many it takes. That's the only thing I couldn't figure out if it's 1 or 2. But let's just go for it. I'll see. Usually it's to fill the lower section of these plastic trays. Like, that's not enough. That's 2. So it looks like approximately 3. I'm going to go 1 more. So I put 4 in there just to fill that lower section, because that's what I remember on the other ones. So I'm going to do probably 1 on these, and we'll see how that turns out. All right, so I just need to get the bag cut. Make sure all the powder is down low. Give it a nice cut. And then we'll mix our first section. And I'll use the one they provide, so I'll just bring in my camera real tight here so we can watch that. So this is the rice. So let me just keep going here and see how that looks like. It's starting all right to be all right. Yeah, I think we got it right with the water. Looks good. So there we go. I'm just gonna keep the mixing in the videos here, everybody, so I'm not gonna cut that out. Sometimes I go a little bit off camera. I gotta look to see what I'm doing. So since it's rice, you want it to be chopped up a little, but I think we've got a nice amount of rice there. Now they show on the instructions to just go through all the steps before you put it together, so I'm just gonna do that. Now in these next sections, I'm going to start with 1. So this one here is the pinkish. And I'm going to see how 1 fills the chamber here, this little area. And I think it's going to be 2, but before I put 2 in, let me mix it up and see. Let me see if it says on here, if it shows you. So step 2, I'm sure there's a number in here somewhere to tell you how many exactly. They show 1, but they show the whole area filled with water. See that? And right now, I only have half filled with water. So I could assume now that it's going to be 2. See, my water doesn't fill the whole. Well, maybe it does. We'll just see. Now this is supposed to sit here because it's got to gel up, so let me mix this one now. And remember, that bottom is your texture, so. Ooh, it smells sweet too. And you want a nice even coating here. But you want to mix it good, so I got to mix this a little bit more. There's some water down there. And I'll even it out. Make a nice layer. I think that's pretty good. It's looking good. So I'll wipe this off. Just trying to make it nice and even. It's hard to do when you're looking in the camera and doing that at the same time. There we go. Now I can come back this way. Starting to gel up already. I think that's pretty good. Maybe I can scrape a little more into this back wall here. Okay, I'm happy with that. So let me do the next section. So I'm confident that now it's just 1 to fill up that lower section there. Looks like 1 does it pretty good. That one needs a little bit more. I think I put more in the other one. Okay, that filled up that section pretty good. So I'm just kind of going for what they showed in the picture there. Turn this down a little. So now here is the next bag. And this is the yellow, looks like. Not to be confused with that orange bag. So same thing here. Looks pretty good. Looks like the other one's starting to already gel up a little. This one here you could tell is looking really good. So that is the next one. There we go. Just trying to make it even. It's hard to do. You just be a little gentler and then switch it this way. Get a little bit more towards this end. Clean off the edge. How's that? Okay, so there's those two sections. Now, like I said, the picture shows you're just following all the steps. So the next step would be to make the wrap here. See? So we did step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 is rolling that out. So let's just follow. I think they want to give that time to dry. So we'll use our little mat here. And here's what it looks like. Now they just show you on the picture, you know, pulling it and stretching it with your fingers. But I think I want to see if I can roll this out nice and even because it's used quite a bit. I brought in a little rolling pin that I've used for other stuff. Now this doesn't come with the kit. I want a nice thin layer. Because this is also used, I noticed here on the box you can cut little strips to go around. So I'm going to do that, but I want to make this as even as possible. So let me see now how nice that is. That's good. But I'm going to go just a little bit more. Okay, I'm happy with that. So let me just trim my edge, which will give me a little extra, so if I need to roll out more later, I can. Okay. Now look where I'm going to put it here. I'm going to match it up here, because I know this edge is straight. And then I can cut it right here. And then straight across about this thick. Okay, so there's that. Here's my extra strips, which I could use now to wrap around. So I'll have to move those off to the side and roll those out later. It looks like we have a nice thin piece here, so we have that done. So I'm just going to set that in the back. And then the next step, let's see, is the drops. Now maybe I could be building these, but I'm just going to wait till I get everything done here. So packet A, packet B. So let's go over here. Packet A and packet B now. So packet B goes in here. Maybe that's better. And packet A goes in there. So let me do packet A. I'm just going to put one in each. That seems to be about the amount, but usually now, like this one here, looks like you got to fill to the line. So that's what I'm going to do. There's a little area there. There you go. That's one. Let me just do this one here. There's also a line in this one, so I'm going to fill it to the line. The last set we did had lines also, so that's what I use as my guide. So packet A. And I'll mix that up. Now what it's showing here is I'm actually taking the stuff from this and dropping it in here to make little pellets, and it says 3 centimeters distance away. So you got to get this first side done. So when they hit, it's probably some kind of reaction, chemical reaction, where it's going to make it turn into little eggs. That's what we're going for. All right. Making sure all the powder's down on these. Okay, so now this next one here. I want to mix this one good here. So what I'll probably do after I get this set is I'm going to clean up a little, organize, and get ready to build everything, but I want to make my drops. I think that's pretty good. So look at everything we have so far. Alright, so now I'm going to make my little droplets. Let's just see how that's going to work. So we'll grab this and just, let's see. There we go. Get it started here. Get the air out. Yeah, that's working pretty good. Here, let me get you a little closer there so you can see exactly what I'm doing here. Not that close. Get the air out here. There we go. And just keep dropping them in. It's coming out good. Lots of little drops. Go a little slower. Hitting the edge there. That's quite a few. So what I might have to do is like come back and make a few more here. Or I could take these out. Let me do that. Let me get a little plate here. And I'll move them to this plate so I have them. Of course, this little plate doesn't come with it. I just happen to have little plates. Yeah, see? They came out good. I won't take them all out just to get started here so I can make some more, so I have plenty to work with. Okay, that's good. That gives me some more room now. I think we're moving along pretty good. All right, let's see. All right, that's quite a few now. So the last thing is the soy sauce. So that looks like that goes in this section. So let me do that. We rinse this out here. I'll just rinse it out in my water here. Okay, and I'll just fill. I'm going to put 2. Now, I don't know. Well, let me start with 1 just to be safe. But it looks like the line is really high on that section, so you probably need that extra soy sauce. I'll know right away after I start mixing it if it's good. Yeah, I think I want to put 1 more in. So let me just do that now. The directions called for 1, and I put 2. Sorry, everybody. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm good and mixed. Now you see everything in one spot. So let me set up, clean up, and then get ready to make them all. Okay, so I did a little cleanup here and reorganize and have my picture ready in the background so I can, work to getting to what they have as best I can. What I decided to do was take the little candy eggs out of the section here. I made a few more, and I put them on a little plate, and I ended up just rolling out a little bit more of this to make my 2 strips, just in case I need them. I don't have to use them. And then I'm all set. So I need to actually get 4 rice pieces together here. 1 for the sushi roll. So I'm just going to start making it here. Seems to hold up pretty good, even though I haven't worked it, but it is rice, so you want to kind of have it. So I'm trying to match it to this and get this to fit around it. So let's just see if it's enough or I have too much rice. Too much. So it's going to be a small roll. Let's see if I can get this around it nicely now. Still too much based on their measurements. So we'll take out even more. There we go. I think that's a nice size roll. Let's see if that works. Yes, that works good. So I'll just try to pinch it a little there. Okay. So there's my roll, my first one. They are small. Now the second one, and that gets covered, by the way. So I need 2 more. So now these have the red and the yellow fish on top. Salmon. 1 salmon. Tuna maybe? Yellowfin tuna? I don't know. So they're shaped like that. So let me just get that there. And then see what else I need. And then the last one was just like a pile with everything on top of it, even chopped up fish. So I'll save that one for last, but I'm just shaping these now so I can drape over my stuff. And it looks like the last one is just pressed down like that. So I think we're getting it. So now I'm going to cut half out here. Now these have hardened up, so to speak. Not really hard, but they're like gummy. So let me pull this one out. See that? And I'll plop it over the one. Plop it. There. Plop it. See, it's got the ridged pattern on it. And then the yellow one, I'll take that one out. Cut it in half. There's actually a line there in the plastic, so we'll put that one on this one. Okay. There you go. And then this one here, they show chopped up red and chopped up yellow. So let me get another plate out here so I can do it out in this section. I'm just pulling them out. Can you see the ridges and the patterns on those? Those look pretty cool, huh? So we're getting there. So now I could actually drape these over and wrap them around if I want to. They actually show it on the yellow one, so I'm just going to do it just like their picture. There's that one. Now let's chop up here. Let me move some things, and then I got to put my candy eggs on. So they show this all being chopped up. Now they show red, then yellow. Here, let me see. Now, sometimes I lose perspective and I know my hand's in the way. Okay, so chopped up fish. So they show the red first. Now you don't have to follow their pictures at all. You can do whatever you want. Okay. A little more. There, I like that better. Then yellow on top of that, a little less yellow. And then some of the little eggs. Okay. I think we're getting there. So this is done. So now eggs on top of this one. Make a little more room for it in there. I found it easier to take them out of that tray because it'll be easier for me to work with now. Let me take a little less and see if they fall off. Nice. Okay. And then they show some on the top of this. But let me do this. Let me just make it a little flatter. Okay. And yes, I'm going to eat these. Okay, so there you go. I think we got it. Let's clear this out. But I need to do one more thing, so hang tight. I'm going to reorganize and do one more step. Okay, so I just wanted to give you one close-up shot on the mat they provided because I'm going to move these to another section here. I have a nice plate all set up and ready to go in the back, so I'm going to move them there. I have a little soy sauce dipping dish, so I'm going to move my soy sauce to that. But I want to get them all lined up here real nice. Let's do that one. Yes, my hand again. You get to see my hand again. There we go. How's that? Pretty cool. And then I actually have my soy sauce bowl. So I'm going to take it with my little plunger out of this compartment. And move it into here. There you go. There's my soy sauce dipping because I'm going to actually eat them. And I'm going to give them a shot. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to eat all four too because I want to taste them. I'm going to start with this one here. So I'm just going to grab it. What I normally do is I dip it in my soy sauce like this. And then I eat it. And it's good. I wasn't sure. I like it. There, so I dip it in my soy sauce, and I'm going to eat this one too. It tastes like gummy. Yes, it does. The white stuff, I can't really get a good taste of. I don't think it's bad at all. This one's stuck a little. Now this is how I normally eat sushi, if I do eat it. You'll also have some ginger with it and some hot wasabi. Those are good. And now, the last piece. I've eaten them all, so I can't show you any more close-ups of those, so I hope you saw it earlier on. I just want to finish with thanks for watching. It's really appreciated. I know these are long videos, but I try to show you all the details and things I pick up just by looking at the packaging. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Later. If you want to find this item, click the link in the description area below the video. You can also watch more videos in this series by clicking here. Thanks for watching. And always remember, if you see a lucky penny, pick it up.